everybody. Welcome to Weslaco High School, home of the Fighting Panthers. Lots of purple here in the house today. So today we're here to celebrate and recognize all the accomplishments of one of our student athletes here at Weslaco High School, Miss Jazz. And Jazz, I'm going to say Jaslyn Liz Muniz. So we're very, very excited for her. Today she gets to do something that I'll say very few of our students get to do, but with this class, the class of 2016, I think we're going to peak at, I think you're number 8 for signing, and we have 4 or 5 more next week. So I think this class of 2016 is going to peak at about 12 signings throughout this year. So very, very excited. And if you don't know by now, she's going to Nebraska. She's not staying in Texas. She's going to Nebraska. She's going to be 18 hours away. But in Nebraska, she's going to go and she's going to be, her new mascot are the Warriors. That's correct, right? The Warriors. And I can't imagine of any other mascot that best demonstrates Jazz and her skills. So I think it's a perfect fit. I think it was meant to be, and we're very, very excited. So Jazz, on behalf of all your student athlete friends, the whole student body at Weslaco High School, the counseling, the faculty, the administration, we just want to wish you the best of luck. We're very, very proud. Thank you for 4 amazing years of basketball. We love seeing you on the court, and we wish you nothing but the best. You've made us very, very proud. Congratulations.
Good afternoon, everybody. I see some tears in the audience. Those are tears of joy. So congratulations, Jazz, to you and your family. On behalf of Weslaco ISD, our superintendent, Dr. Leo, and the board, our community, thank you very much to you and the rest of your teammates for an exciting year. You know, 3 out of 4 years of making it to the Sweet 16 is not an easy feat, not by no means. So that's a tribute to the hard work that all of you all put in. You know, as parents, I think you guys that are out there, you realize that athletic programs nowadays are not programs that finish off at the end of the season. These girls are always playing. They're always on the court. They're always trying to get better. And this is a payoff to the hard work. So, again, congratulations. I know you're going to make Weslaco proud. Go get them, girl.
Thank you. So let me tell you a little story about Jazz as a freshman. Here Jazz is as a freshman, and she didn't play varsity with us the entire year, but she did get moved up for the playoffs. And here we are in the regional quarterfinal game, and we're playing Laredo Alexander, and all of my starters fouled out. All of my starters fouled out, including some of my bench players, and I'm like, this isn't real. What am I going to do? Well, most of the time, you know, we pull up players so that they can get a lot of experience, obviously, to help us at practice and so on and so forth, so that they know, hey, next year, this is what you need to be ready for. Jazz was one of those players. Well, here we are in the game, and like I mentioned, most of our kids had fouled out, and you know, we're this close. We're this close to going to the Sweet 16 for the first time, and we're kind of feeling like, rejected or dejected, whatever the case is, because we feel like the game is getting away from us. All right. So I look down the bench, and I remember one of my other Jazz fouls out, and I look down the bench, and she kind of does one of these, like hides behind a player, and I'm like, come on, Jazz. And she's like, no, coach, I don't want to go in. Well, let me tell you why she didn't want to go in. She didn't want to go in because I had carried 19 girls that year, and out of the 19 girls, she had to wear a different uniform because I only had 18 uniforms. So it was a little bit different, okay? So she felt embarrassed. She's like, Coach, no, don't do this to me. I can't. I said, Jazz, I have no other choice. Get in there. Well, needless to say, she did get in. They didn't let her play because of the uniform, even though she should have. And, you know, I wanted to tell you that story because it's going to show you how much growth Jazz has made in the last 4 years. That's definitely not the kid that we have anymore. The kid that I have now, wouldn't even dream of, you know, coming off the floor whatsoever. and it's really hard for me because this little girl has been like my sidekick for so long, to the point where you guys know I'm like, Jazz, you're getting a little annoying. Please get away from me at this point. And that's the type of kid that I have in Jazz, and she's grown very close to myself and all of my coaching staff, and it's not just because she wants to be around us. She loves basketball. Any one of her teammates will tell you what a tremendous student, what a tremendous athlete, what a tremendous person that Jazz is, what a tremendous teammate, and especially friend she has been to everyone here at Wesco High School for the last 4 years. As hard as it is for me to let her go, I do have to tell you, Jazz, that I am so proud of you, mijita. I'm so proud of you for all the challenges that you have overcome, for all the obstacles that you've hurdled over, and especially for the big girl decisions that you've made. Jazz had options. Okay, I know, everybody's like, okay, coach, where's Little Priest Tribal College? And I said, you know what, let me look it up because I don't know. But Jazz had options, here we are at the All-Star game, and we have, the coach from Howard College coming to watch her, and he's like, coach, what's it going to take? And I'm like, well, I don't know what to tell you. Coastal Bend, Shriner University, she had options. But Jazz knows what she wants. Jazz knew what she wanted, and Jazz told me plain and simple, Coach, this is my decision, and Mom and I even talked about it, and we were trying hard. I'm not going to lie to you, Coach. We were trying hard to tell her, why don't you stay a little closer to us? And she said, this is where I want to go. She talked to Coach Erickson. She felt comfortable, and, the rest is history, and I'm so proud of you for making that decision for yourself, and I know you have nothing but full-fledged support from your family. And Coach Erickson, the only thing that I can tell you is you are so lucky. I cannot express to you the kind of kid that you are getting with Jazz, and to tell you anything but the fact that you're very lucky. I mean, this is a true blessing for you and your program. So anyway, thank you for being here. I know, I'm going to pass the mic on to her mom, but, girls, those of you guys that are here, I hope that you understand and you've seen these last 4 years what kind of dedication, what kind of hard work, what kind of resiliency it takes to get here, at this table and do what she's about to do.
I just want to say thank you to everyone for being here. It was a hard choice. But I'm happy for her.
Are you ready to speak? I think I'm going to cry too now. But these are tears. These are tears of joy. These are tears of joy, I am sure. So, did you want to talk? Y'all don't have to talk. We can let Jazz talk. Oh, okay. The brother-in-law wants to talk.
Stand up.
Stand up.
I just want to talk because I like the mic so much. I'm just playing. Well, guys, it's when I met Jazz, it was this little girl running around, and and I knew she was gonna do something big with her life, right? Because I kind of felt like, I would go to her house. She'd look up at me, hey Rick, I always see her with a basketball. Yeah, I always see her with a basketball in her hand. I would tell myself like, man, I wish I could play as good as her, but I'm not going to tell her that, right? But honestly, we're proud of her. It just seems like yesterday that we're traveling from school to school, from weekend to weekend with Coach Ralph, and, watching a little girl grow up in front of your eyes, that's something that I can say I can take with me from now till as long as I'm around, that nobody can take away from me. So I have fond memories of her. I've have pleasure of seeing her develop into a great individual, and I just ask one thing from her: when she makes WNBA, don't forget me. We love you and wish you the best of luck, and she'll always be a Panther. So.
because I do this every day, right? Okay. Okay. First of all, Jasmine, this is nothing but happiness right now. I'm so proud of you. I know that as your big sister, I've tried so hard to lead the pathway for you, and you don't know how amazing it is that you're signing right now for a college and that you have been blessed with being a great basketball player. I remember I showed you the first drill, and ever since then, I could never catch up to you, Jaslyn. I think you were about 6, 7 years old when you first got a basketball in your hand, and you just fell in love with it. So, Jaslyn, well, I hope you accomplish many more things than I've ever been able to accomplish, and I'll always be there for you as your sister, especially college, and I'll be your #1 supporter and fan. And I know, Coach, that academics comes first, so I'll be there to push you every step of the way. And I do have a quote from Steve Jobs, which I think he's just a phenomenal person. Don't let the noise of other opinions drown out your own inner voice. And most important, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They somehow already know what you truly want to become. Everything else is secondary. So follow that inner voice, baby.
Oh, okay. I don't even have a speech ready. Okay, hold on. I just want to thank everybody who was by me this whole 4 years. Y'all pushed me to be I was about to say something. Y'all are the reason I'm here. You know, I played for you guys every night. And I want to thank my mom, who's been there for me. I remember every game I would hear her in the stands, and I'm like, oh my God, like, please be quiet. Like, like I couldn't even hear my own coach tell me things. And I heard her screaming, and I remember going home after a bad game. She'd be like, what happened? Like, why'd you play like that? So I would go back to practice the next day, and I would think of when she would tell me that, and I would try to practice harder than I did the day before. And I just want to thank my family for everything they've done.
Y'all want to get closer? Coaches? She's going to sign. So coaches, y'all want to get closer? Let's get all the coaches.
The moment of truth.
Let's see. So, Dr. Profeta, you want to get on that side? And then Ms. Gonzalez, you can be here. Okay, so at this time, what we're going to do is Ms. Jazz is going to make it official, and she is going to sign her letter of intent. Everybody has their camera? Oh, yes, lots of. Okay, here you go, Jazz. Go for it. It's official.
Well, I'm Coach Erickson. First off, I think I'm going to go ahead and go play the lottery since I got lucky. And I usually don't make promises to players, but I could promise you this, Jazz, you will have a matching uniform from the start, so don't worry about it. But no, I'm very excited to be able to be here to sign Jazz, and just talking to all the people here and seeing the support she has, I'm very happy about this signing, and I'm looking forward to things that she's going to be able to do to help our program, because she's the kind of kid that I want as a basketball player. And just kind of meeting everybody here, I know she's the kind of person you want in a basketball player. I mean, in a program, not just a basketball player, but the kind of person you want. And I'm excited about it, and I can't wait to have you show up to Nebraska. I know it's 18 hours away, but we'll make it work. All right, so.
And, you just heard it's 18 hours away. So a special thank you to Coach Erickson for being here and coming to be in person. We don't always have a coach or a representative. So thank you very much for being here, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, they are extremely lucky, I'm telling you that. Jazz had so many options. Jazz had a lot of opportunities.
Back to Jazz for three. Good. Jazz.
I'm going to be very honest with you. I tried very hard to convince her, to stay maybe a little bit closer. But the extraordinary thing about Jazz that I can tell you is that she already knew what she wanted. She knew from the beginning, this is where I want to go, Coach. And she had other options to go Division II, and I even had a Division I coach calling me. But Jazz knew I want to go in and I want to make an immediate impact, and this is where I choose to go.
Me getting the opportunity to do that and fulfill my dreams of playing at the next level, it's really amazing. I'm gonna miss the team. They pushed me a lot. There was games when I was, oh my God, I'm playing a bad game, and they're just like, you're all right, just breathe. I would be coach and take me out. She's like, no, I know you can do it, and I'm just gonna miss all the pushing that they. I wouldn't be here without them today.
Freshman down in the corner, and it's stolen away by Jasmine Yeast.
Me and my assistant coach, they're the recruiting website that kind of sent us her profile. We saw it, I saw it. And the thing about it was whoever put her highlight clip together did an excellent job, because in it, it highlighted everything that she did well as far as, she's athletic, could shoot it, could handle it well, but she made some big-time moves, and I was kind of sold after that. And then kind of just digging more into her, I kind of found out the kind of player that she was and all the accolades that she's received, and I think we kind of hit the lottery with that one, because she's an amazing kid, good family, good program, and she's got that toughness to her that I think we're looking for in our program at Little Priest.
I can't put into words the type of kid, the type of student, the type of athlete that they're getting. She really is a whole package. When you talk about kids being motivated and basketball being the driving force behind their motivation, this is Jazz.